Hello, students and my dear friends. Myself HR Chaudhary, working as assistant professor in Department of CSE Engineering College Ajmer. So today we will have a lecture on regression testing. So we look at the first slide in which we look at topics to be covered in lecture in this lecture. So we will cover in this lecture what is regression testing, what is the need of regression testing, and how to do regression testing. And after that we'll look at the selection of test cases for the regression testing, and then after we'll look the different kinds of tools which is available for regression testing, and we'll see the configuration management and regression testing. And after that we will look the difference between retesting and the regression testing. And in the last of this topic we will look at the challenges, different kind of challenges which are available in regression testing. So after finishing this topic, the students will be able to define regression testing. They will be know that what was the need of regression testing, and they will able to perform the regression testing. They'll apply different kind of tools, and they can compare the different kinds of retesting with the regression testing and other kind of things. So after this finishing of this lecture, the students will be able to understand all kind of things. Now we start from the regression testing. What is regression testing? Regression testing is a black box testing technique that consists of re-executing those tests that are impacted by the code changes. So basically the need of, or we can say this is a testing technique in which we execute the certain kinds of test cases only. That's why, because when we apply certain kind of changes to software at the end time, and that may or may not affect the other modules, so that's why we execute a limited kind of test cases. Or we can say that the testing this is the testing to confirm that the recent program or a code change has not adversely affected existing features basically in the software. Or regression testing is nothing but a full or a partial selection of already executed test cases which are re-executed to ensure the existing functionality work fine. Definitely this testing is done to make sure that the new code changes should not side effect on the existing functionalities of the software. It ensures that the old code still works once the latest code changes are done. So definitely we are able to understand that regression testing is just to ensure that if we done any kind of changes in the code, it not affecting to other parts of the or functioning of the software basically. Now we will look the next slide, which is the need of regression testing. So we can see that what is the need of regression testing. So regression testing is required when there is a certain kind of things is happening with the software. What kind of things are there? So there are four things are there, maybe more things may be there definitely. So first one is the if a change in the requirement and the code is modified according to the requirement. Suppose we are just moving to the deployment of the software, and the client or the user needs a certain kind of changes in the software. Definitely we have done those kind of changes. Now we are required to retest certain kind of modules that due to that kind of changes the other parts are affected of the software or not, definitely to check out those things. The second one is new feature is added to the software. If we added certain kind of feature to the software, definitely, and due to that feature the other parts is affected or not, so for that we are required to move for the regression testing. Or we got any kind of error, defect fixing. If you got any kind of error or fault in the software, definitely, and we fixed that error and defect or fault, and after fixing that defect, definitely that is affecting to other modules or not, or affected definitely, so we should go at that time also for the regression testing. And the certain kind of performance issues are, if we have a certain kind of performance issues and we fixed those kind of issues, so after fixing of those issues we should move to the regression testing, because we should check out the functionality of the software after fixing the performance issue definitely. So these are the things if happens in the software. After that we should, or we are required the regression testing. After that we move to the next one, that is the how to do regression testing. So from the figure diagram we can see that regression testing can be performed in three ways. Basically we can perform all the test cases, retest all means we can execute all the test cases, or the second one, regression test selection, we can select the limited number of test cases. Third one is the prioritization of the test cases, we can prioritize the test cases. So we start from the retest all. So the software maintenance is an activity definitely which includes enhancements, error correction, optimization and the deletion of existing features. These modifications may cause the system to work incorrectly definitely. So therefore regression testing becomes necessary, and regression testing can be carried out using the these techniques which is I discussed you right now. So the first one is retest all. So this is one of the method for regression testing in which all the tests in the existing test buckets or the should be re-executed. This is a very expensive as it requires huge time and resources, because we are re-executed all the test cases which is we already done to the software. So that's why it is very time consuming and expensive. So normally we avoid this thing. After that second one is the regression test selection definitely. Instead of re-executing the entire test shoot, it is better to select the part of the test shoot to be run definitely. Test cases selected can be categorized like reusable test or obsolete test cases. Reusable test cases can be used in the succeeding regression cycles, but the obsolete test cases cannot be used in succeeding cycles. So definitely after a certain kind of categorization we can select certain kind of test cases and we can execute those kind of test cases. And the third one we can provide some kind of priority. On the basis of that priority we can select the test cases. Also prioritize to test cases depending on the business impact, critical and the frequently used functionalities. Basically selection of test cases based on the priority will greatly reduce the regression test. So definitely it will reduce a lot of burden, or it can reduce time and the the money and everything can be reduced here. So it can be done on the basis of priority. Now we move to the next slide, that is the selecting test cases for regression testing. So what kind of test cases we can select for the regression testing? So for effective regression test can be done by selecting the following test cases. So we can heard it was found from the industry data that a good number of defect reported by customer were due to the last minute bug fixes, creating side effect, and hence selecting the test cases for regression testing is an art and not that easy. So definitely effective regression tests can be done by selecting the number of following test cases. So we should consider this criteria when you are selecting the test cases. So we can see here what kind of test cases can be selected. Number one, the test cases which have frequent defects. So definitely we should select those kind of test cases which have the frequently defects definitely in the software. Second one, the functionalities which are more visible to the user. So we should select those kind of test cases which are checking the functionalities that are frequently visible to the user. Then third one, the test cases which verify core feature of the product. So definitely we should select those kind of test cases which are testing the core features of the software or system, so that it was affected or not, we can check out. Test cases for functionalities which has undergone more and recent changes. Definitely we have changed certain kind of things in the functionalities, that should be selected. And the all integration test cases, because it's important, because we will check that what changes we have made in certain kind of module. After changing that module is able to integrate with other modules or not, we are able to transfer the data and control from one module to another module and so on. So that's why it's definitely we should select all integration test cases. After that, we look at the all complex test cases. Definitely we should select all complex type test cases, because we had done any kind of change in software on the basis of that can affect the software functionality. So that's why there is a requirement of selection of complex test cases. Then boundary value test cases, yes, it is also necessary, because after changing the software the boundary values may be affect, so there is a need of retest. A sample of successful test cases, a sample of successful test cases we should also select. And then the last, sample of failure test cases, that is also considered as negative testing. So these are the test cases which are necessary to select when you are performing the regression testing, selected regression testing. Because if you're not selecting these kind of testing, so definitely your software may fail after launching, because you've done a certain kind of change in that, and after changes that affect the other kind of things. So if we apply these kind of testing to the software, so definitely the software successfully will be deployed to the client side. And the remaining topics of this topic we'll do in the next lecture. So thank you.